Hey, let's talk about how I almost died 2 weeks ago, okay? Yeah? Let's do this. Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. Friday, July 5th, 2019, I felt the worst physical pain I've ever felt in my entire life. All across my abdomen, my belly, this area. I woke up in a panic, tried to use the restroom, stood up too quickly, only to wake up on the floor of the bathroom where I had apparently passed out. Rather than doing the intelligent thing, going to the emergency room, I figured I'd tough it out until morning. That's really dumb. Boy, don't I know it. And everyone has made sure to tell me over and over how very dumb that was. I get a hold of my doctor and schedule an appointment first thing Saturday morning. He checks me out, feels my appendix, and tells me everything looks fine. It's probably an ulcer. You look stressed. Look stressed? Of course I'm stressed. I'm a 32-year-old divorced father of 2 with the weight of the world on my shoulders. You think I'm a little stressed? We schedule a physical for Monday and I go on with my not so merry way. That weekend was miserable. Couldn't play with my kids. Couldn't do anything fun. Sucked. 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 Suck, 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 suck. Monday comes around and my doctor tells me this hasn't been sitting right with me all weekend. You're now having localized pain. We need to schedule you a CT scan. What does my deductible not cover? $400? Okay, that's $400. Just gone today. Burned, up in smoke. Let's do this. We do the scan and they won't let me leave. A very stoic looking man tells me to pick up the phone in my room. It's my doctor saying, I'm going to need you to get in your truck, drive across the street to the hospital, and have your appendix removed. I seriously don't understand how you're walking right now, you big stubborn ox. Oh joy! It is my appendix! Lieutenant Dan, something me. Nothing bit you, Forrest chump. It's your appendix. I get in my truck, drive across the street to the hospital with a copy of my CT scan, and check into the ER. From there, business as usual, make the medical staff laugh and put smiles on faces. They finally prep me for surgery and I can feel the presence of someone staring at me. I look back and it's my surgeon leaning against a wall with a look on his face like he's seen a ghost. He comes up, introduces himself, shakes my hand and says, "This has been hurting since Friday?" "Yes. It's really dumb you didn't come in." "Okay." "No, really dumb. I don't understand how you're here right now." "So you're going to find out if my appendix has burst?" "Oh, it burst. It burst a while ago." "Cool. Can we go cut this thing out of me now?" The next couple of hours are a blur as I'm heavily sedated and wake up in recovery. Eventually I get to my room and my surgeon comes in to talk to me. I'm just gonna read this part. This was bad. The tissue was completely necrotic, gangrenous, and liquefied. You've been experiencing this for at least 2 weeks. I wanted to let you know the reason your doctor didn't think anything was wrong with your appendix is because it wasn't in its normal spot near your groin. Your body had moved it up and over near your liver, encased it in a wall of fat to protect your entire body from the rupture. I'm going to read that again to make sure you understand what the crap is going on. The tissue was completely necrotic, gangrenous, and liquefied. You've been experiencing this for at least 2 weeks. I wanted to let you know the reason your doctor didn't think anything was wrong with your appendix is because it wasn't in its normal spot near your groin. Your body had moved it up and over near your liver, encased it in a wall of fat to protect your entire body from the rupture. What? My body moved my appendix and placed it in a hurt locker of fat to protect my internal organs and circulatory system from the rupture. Are you listening to me? Do you understand what happened? That's a miracle. It doesn't make sense. It's incredible. The surgery was so complicated it took 3 times as long as normal, but they got it done. I spent 2 nights in the hospital for observation and worked hard to hit all of the marks needed post-surgery to be sent home. I was released about 3 hours early. My primary care physician called me later that day to tell me about my blood work for my physical, which was perfect, by the way. I told my doc, it's crazy that my appendix ruptured. He cut me off and said, "No, Tim, it ruptured 2 or 3 times." What? My appendix 2 or 3? 3 ruptures? That's not something you survive ever. That doesn't happen. But for whatever reason, I'm alive. I'm alive! 2 weeks. 3 ruptures. Completely rotted, poisoned, liquefied, necrotic, gangrenous tissue. I should be dead. My children shouldn't have a father. My mom shouldn't have her youngest child. My siblings shouldn't have their baby brother. My niece and nephews shouldn't have their Uncle Tim. My friends shouldn't have a phone number to call when they need me. There should be no more Tim Has No Chill. I should be dead. 2 years ago, I was collapsed on the floor of my condo, begging with everything I had for my then wife not to leave me. I can't live without you. I can't breathe without you. I can't do this without you. I'll die without you. The emotional pain was so overwhelming that I actually felt like I was going to die. Truly, I didn't believe I would make it without her. How would I go on? What was my purpose? I was such a failure. And one day I remember getting up, picking up the very few pieces of my life that I had left, raising them to the sky, and hearing the voice of God say, "You are alive, now rise." Fast forward to a week ago when the gravity of my situation finally hit me. Having felt the literal worst pain of my entire life, being told by medical professionals that I should have died, that I shouldn't be here. And once again, that same voice of God telling me, "You are alive, now rise." You can't tell me God's not real. You just can't. I don't know why terrible things happen. I don't know why you had to watch your spouse of 25 years fade away to cancer. I don't know why you had to lose your grandparent to dementia or Alzheimer's. I don't know why your child had to be taken by that drunk driver. I don't know why your brother or sister had to die in that war. And I don't know why mom or dad chose pills or drugs over being there for you when you needed them. I don't know why we've all had to suffer the pain, trauma, and heartbreak we've all been handed again and again and again in this life. But I do know one thing. If you're watching this, you have a voice, use it. You have a chance, take it. You have a choice, make it. You have a life, live it. You have a purpose for why you are here. You have a reason for why you are still fighting. And every single one of us owes it to the ones who didn't make it, as well as everyone around us, to never give up. You are alive, now rise. Rise. Because life is not a race to the bottom, it is a climb to the top. I am Tim, and I have no chill.
Let nobody tell you how to live, how to be. I told negativity, you gotta get up out of me. Here's a quote about life, like the word is my rock. It's not a race to the bottom, it's a climb to the top, yeah.
Special thanks to all the medical staff at the Southern Branch of the Medical Center of Aurora. I believe God saved my life, and you all made sure I could live another day with my beautiful family. I am forever grateful. Also, the one nurse for sure had a crush on me by the end of my stay. I could see it in your eyes, girl. I'm alive!